Hello, and welcome to the Durham Tech Instructional Video Environment, also known as DIVE. My name is Tom Erwin, and I will guide you through the NOS110 instructional video series, which covers installing and updating Windows operating systems. Let's review what we hope to learn in this video. OS requirements and compatibility, upgrade versus new install, a new install walkthrough, and finally we will review updates and service packs. Requirements and compatibility. We will look at the minimum hardware required to run the following: Windows XP Pro, Vista, Windows 7, and 8. Windows XP Pro requires a minimum 233 MHz processor, 64 MB of RAM, 1.5 GB of free hard drive space, a CD or DVD-ROM drive, a mouse and keyboard, and a video adapter with monitor. Windows Vista requires a minimum 1 GHz processor, 1 GB of RAM, a Windows Aero-capable graphics card with 128 megabits of graphics memory, at least 15 GB of free hard disk space needed during the install, and a DVD drive. Windows 7 requires a minimum 1 GHz processor, 1 GB of RAM, 16 GB of free hard disk space, and finally a DirectX 9 enabled graphics card. Windows 8 requires a minimum 1 GHz processor, support for PAE, NX, and SSE2, 1 GB of RAM, 16 GB of free hard disk space, and a DirectX 9 enabled graphics card. Here's a brief description of PAE, NX, and SSE2. PAE enables 32-bit processors to access more than 4 GB of physical memory on capable versions of Windows, and is a prerequisite for NX. NX allows the processor to help guard the PC from attacks by malicious software, and SSE2 is an instruction set that is increasingly used by third-party apps and drivers. Now, if you have Windows XP and you want Windows 7 or 8, you'll want to do a clean install. The difference between Windows 7 and XP is vast. While many believe that doing a clean install is better than upgrading, Windows has vastly improved the upgrade process from Windows 7 to 8. Simply run the Windows 8 Upgrade Assistant to see which of your applications are compatible. The Upgrade Assistant can be found here. Here's a table showing different upgrade options. Pause the video here to study the various options. Now I'll show you how to do a clean install of Windows 7. First, back up your computer to an external device and insert the installation DVD. You may have to tell the computer to boot from the CD or DVD prior to the installation. When prompted, press any key to continue. Windows begins to load necessary files for the installation. Next, Windows will ask what language you use. Then simply click Install Now. Then you must accept the license terms. Click the box to accept the terms, then Next. Now you must choose whether to upgrade or custom. Choose Custom. Because we're doing a clean install, we'll have to delete the existing partitions. Select Drive Options in the bottom right. Then click the Delete icon to erase the highlighted partition. Click OK to continue. Now we must repeat the last two steps for the other partition. Now that we have a single unallocated partition, we can continue. Windows will now begin installing. This may take many minutes. Next, Windows will automatically restart as part of the installation process. After updating some registry settings, the installation will resume. Windows again will need to restart before finishing the installation. Windows will now prompt you to enter initial setup information. Such as your username and the name of your computer. A password, and a hint for the user you just created. Next, you'll need to enter the 25-digit product key for Windows. Now choose how your computer receives updates. Then select your time zone and ensure that the date and time are correct. If you're connected to the internet, choose your location, home, work, or public. Now Windows configures your desktop. Congratulations, you have now installed Windows 7 successfully. Let's take a couple minutes to discuss updates and service packs, the difference between the two, and how to run Windows Update on Windows 7 and 8. What's the difference between an update and a service pack? An update usually focuses on fixing a single issue or vulnerability, while a service pack contains many updates or fixes. To update Windows 7, simply go to Start and type Windows Update and press Enter. This opens the Windows Update utility. From here, you can install new updates, view update history, restore hidden updates, and more. To update Windows 8, it's a similar process. Simply start typing at the start screen, Update, and select Settings from the menu on the right, then click Windows Update on the left. Let's review what was covered in this video. Operating system requirements and compatibility, upgrade versus new install, a new install walkthrough, and finally we reviewed updates and service packs. That concludes this instructional video. Thanks for watching, and I hope this helped.